All right, Shalom, your brother Shamar from Phoenix. With that being said, I want to give all honor, glory, and praise to Yahawah, BAHASHAM, YAHAWAHSHI, BAHASHAM, QUADASH. Double honors to the elders of Great Millstone, and peace and salutation to the brothers doing this work in truth and sincerity. And I'm gonna get real quick into it. As we increase in the last days, there's more scoffers and scorners and reprobates that go against this truth, man, and they try to discredit this truth, but they can't, man. All they're doing is bringing judgment to themselves, man. They think that they got some kind of insight or some kind of wisdom or some kind of hidden breakdown that wasn't revealed or only been revealed to them. But they're just fools being led. They're just being fools being led to destruction, man. And the Lord said, the scriptures say that there was going to be scoffers in these last days, that there was going to be men that forsake the truth. That can't stand to hear the truth, man. That I'm going to get Ezekiel 2, I'll start at verse 3, and it said, "And he said unto me, Son of man, I send thee to the children of Israel, to a rebellious nation." And so what's that rebellious nation, man? That's you so-called blacks, Latinos, and Native Americans, man, because this Israelite thing, like they like to call it, it's what's going on, man. But like the Apostle Gabar said, majority of these people out here, they don't understand what this truth really is about, man. They jumping on a trend, and they're bringing destruction to themselves. They think that they can have it their way, man. It's not Burger King. It's not what you think it is. This is a highly spiritual, supernatural thing, man. This truth. And the scripture says that, there is going to be men that go against his word because the Lord doesn't want them to have it. Plain and simple. And us brothers in GMS, mostly in GMS, we set up as defenders of the gospel, man. So to what? To break down the strongholds, to go against these false doctrines, man. And how do we do it? We do it with the word of the Lord. And just like it says in the book of Ezekiel, it says, I'll read up verse 1. It says, "He said unto me, Son of man, stand upon thy feet, and I will speak unto thee." So the Lord speaks unto us through these scriptures, man. He gives us the truth. "And the Spirit entered into me when he spake unto me," in the Spirit, because we do all this through the Spirit, man. We go out there in the highways and hedges, starting with apostles on down, man. We do all this through the Spirit. The Lord chose men, and the Lord made order. So there's going to be men that's going to be over other men. There's going to be captains and lieutenants and soldiers, and the list goes on, man, to the newest member of the camp. And it's all in order, and it's all through the Spirit of the Lord. And the Spirit entered me when he spake unto me, set me upon my feet. So we got woken up, man. Like the dry bones, in the valley. They got woken up, they stood up. "That I heard him that spake unto me, and he said unto me, Son of man, I send thee to the children of Israel, to a rebellious nation that has rebelled against me. They and their fathers have transgressed against me, even unto this very day. For they are impudent children." Let's get that word impudent, man. Find out what it means. It says impudent, not showing due respect for another person, impertinent. He could have strangled this impudent upstart. Impudent, insolent, cheeky, audacious, brazen, shameless, immodest. So not showing due respect. So they don't respect this truth, man. And that's true because they treat it like a trend. They want to sell T-shirts and CDs and all kinds of stupid bullshit like that, man. But the thing about it, the truth isn't about T-shirts and CDs and stupid shit like that, man. The Lord doesn't care about that. We're not here to. They want to turn this truth into Christianity because that's what Christianity does. That's why you got these so-called Christian bookstores. They got fucking millions of books. Basically, they're all self-help books by fucking T.D. Fakes and fucking Joe Osteen and whatever you can imagine, man. You know, they just write these books, man. Why? Because they pimping out the Bible. You know, that's what Christianity is, man. The pimping of the word. That's how they make their money. It's a multi-million-dollar business, man. And the Lord's gonna judge them all for that. The Lord's gonna break destruction for them for that, man. You know, but in Great Millstone, you know, no brothers doing that, man. There's nobody trying to profit from this word. You know, we're working for the higher price, man. But you got these bug outs, these so-called Israelites. You know, they know that they're Israelites, and what do? You know, they're selling t-shirts. They're trying to sell. They're trying to rap. They're trying to sing. They're trying to do all this crazy madness, and the Lord ain't with it, man. That's why I said they're the impudent children, and we went to that word impudent. That means they have no respect. They have no respect for the sacredness of this truth, man. For they are impudent children and stiff-hearted, stiff-minded. You know, they think they can have it their own way. They want to be Israelites on their own terms. I do send thee unto them, and thou shalt say unto them, thus says the Most High Yahawah. And they, whether they will hear or whether they will forbear. Let's get that word forbear, man. Let's see what it means. To refuse. So another word for forbear is to refuse, or whether they will hear or whether they will refuse. For they are rebellious house. Yet shall they know that there has been a prophet among them. So there's going to be a time coming when all the things that we're saying through the Spirit of the Lord is going to come to pass, and it's going to be awoken in the mind of these reprobates, in the mind of these scoffers and scorners, that the prophets of the Lord, mostly of GMS and other camps that teach the same doctrine, that they were the prophets that were among them, man. That they had the truth. That the Lord was dealing with those men. You know, with that, I'm going to get Isaiah 6 and 9. It's Isaiah 6 and 9. And it says, and he said, go and tell these people, hear ye indeed, but understand not, and see ye indeed, but perceive not. So they don't understand. The Lord hasn't opened up their understanding, man. The Lord put that covering cast on them so they can't get the truth. Why? Because only a small remnant is gonna be able to understand this truth, man. You know, what the scripture say, many are called, but few are chosen, and we're hoping that we are the chosen. You know, we're hoping we are the elect, man. We're hoping that we are those men that the Lord was with in the foundations of the earth, man. The foundations of the universe. I'm going to keep on going. He said, go and tell these people, hear ye indeed, but understand not, and see ye indeed, but perceive not. Make the heart of this people fat. You see what that word for fat means, man. Dull. So another word for fat is dull. Make the heart, or make the mind of this people dull. So make it dull, man. What does that word dull mean? That means they not sharp. That means they're fucking, they can't get it, man. They're dull. When you meet someone that's a dull, he can't fucking understand shit. He's fucking, hey, to put it in simple words, he's fucking retarded, man. I know that's a word that's politically incorrect nowadays, but hey, that's what it is, man. Retarded. If you look at the word retarded, it means stunted of growth. I'm gonna keep on going. It says, make the heart of this people fat, and make their ears heavy, and shut their eyes, lest they see with their eyes, and hear with their ears, understand with their mind, and convert, and be healed. So what's going on is, man, that the Spirit of the Lord is putting a covering cast on them so that they don't get this truth, because the Lord can allow them, the Lord can open up their mind to receive it, and they will be converted, they will be healed, you know, they will be woken up, you know, they'll repent. But the thing about the Lord doesn't want them to, man. The Lord put that covering cast on them. Then said I, almost, O Yahawah, how long? And he answered, until the cities be wasted without inhabitant, and the houses without man, and the land be utterly desolate. And the land be utterly desolate, man. So they're going to stay in that state of ignorance till the missiles come, man. And that's just the way the Lord has it, man. So if you have this truth, and you have the understanding, the Spirit's working with you, then you gotta fight to stay on it, man. You gotta fight to keep it. You gotta pray to the Lord. That Psalm 51, man. You know, because this, you gotta realize how precious this truth is, man. How great this word is, man. And to suffer for it, and to be persecuted for it, hey, it's worth it, man. The rewards the Lord told us He was gonna give us, it's worth it, man. What is there in this fucking life? Nothing. Nothing to look forward to at all, man. It's another day of fucking slavery. Another day of catching hell. Another day of the wickedness of the so-called white man. And with that, I want to get Romans 11th chapter. This is Romans 11th chapter. Starting at verse 7, it says, "What then? Israel has not obtained that which she seeketh for, but the election has obtained it, and the rest were blinded." Let's see what that word election means. The elect. So that's talking about the elect. So the elects are gonna receive this word in the last days, man. The election has obtained it. Let's see what that word obtain means, man. This is obtained, to get, acquire, secure. An opportunity to obtain advanced degrees, to get, acquire, come by, secure, come into possession of. So the elect are going to come into possession of this understanding. To be prevalent, customary, or established. So the elect going to get possession of the understanding. The Lord's going to get possession of the understanding of these scriptures, man. It says, "What then? Israel has not obtained that which she seeketh for, but the election has obtained it, and the rest were blinded." Let's see what another word for blinded is, man. It's hardened. So the rest were hardened, you know. So they're hardened, they're blinded. The Lord hardened their heart, just like He hardened Pharaoh's heart, man, to not let the children of Israel go. He's hardening the hearts of these Israelites to be bug outs, man, to be scoffers and to be scorners. Verse 8, "According as it is written, Yahweh has given them the spirit of slumber." You see what the another word for the word slumber is, man? Stupor. Stupor. So that's like a drunk man, you know? "Eyes that they should not see, and ears that they should not hear, unto this day." You know, so you know, when you see these scoffers and scorners, it's the Lord doing that. The Lord's putting in the Lord's making it that way, man. Why? Because that's the way He wants to do it. You know, what's the scripture? I'm gonna find that scripture. You know, can the potter say who formed it? I'm gonna get it real quick. I don't want to mangle it. This is Proverbs 9:21. "Had not the potter over the power over the clay of the same lump, to make one vessel unto honor, another unto dishonor?" Verse 20, "Nay, but, O man, who art thou that repliest against Yahweh? Shall the thing formed say to him that formed it, Why hast thou made me thus?" So the Lord's the ones that are doing all. Well, He controls all things, man. So He's the one that's hardening His heart of these people, that's blinding the heart of these people, that making have a disrespect to the truth, man. Why? Because they have to be judged. That's part of their judgment. Because they have to be destroyed. They have to be judged. They have to be brought into that nuclear fire, the 2/3, man. You know, that judgment is put upon them, and part of that judgment that they're going to receive is not understanding of this word, and not receiving of this truth. You know, in this life, I mean, ultimately, all Israel shall be saved, but their judgment is to catch a missile, man. Their judgment is death, and that's why the Lord has to put. That's why the Lord puts that stumbling block, that blindness upon them, because the Lord could easily take it away, and they'll receive the word. And they'll be healed, but they gotta receive that judgment, man. And I'm gonna go to verse 18. It says, Romans 9:18. "Therefore He has mercy on whom He have mercy, and whom He will He hardness." Hey, so once again, man, that word hardness. You know, so knowing this, man, and knowing that the Lord can deal with humanity like that, or more specifically the children of Israel, the sons of Israel, you so-called blacks, Latino, Native Americans, how much more should we fight to obtain that prize, man. To stay in the Lord's good graces for that mercy. That fear of the Lord, man, is what the beginning of wisdom. And there's a lot of things to be scared of, man, that the Lord's going to do to this earth. And there's only one sure mercy, and that's the Lord. You know? And with that, I'm going to get 2 Corinthians, the 3rd chapter. And I'll just close it in on that. It's like it's 1 Corinthians 3:18 says, let no man deceive himself. So that's what these people are doing. They're deceiving themselves, man. But the Spirit of the Lord is making them do that. Let no man deceive himself. If any among you seems to be wise in the world, because these scoffers in these corners, man, they think that they came up on some new knowledge or some spiritual insight that wasn't given to nobody else. That they got some secret breakdown or some new revelation. They're deceiving themselves. Let no man deceive himself. If any among you seems to be wise in this world, let him become a fool that he may be wise. For the wisdom of this world is foolishness with Yahweh. That's exactly what they're utilizing, man. They're utilizing the wisdom of this world, man, because they're trying to intellectualize, and they're trying to make themselves look like they're so intelligent, man. That they figured it all out. Whether it be a flat earth doctrine or whatever crazy ass doctrine that these people come up with, or the Lord's miracles were allegoric. You know, they're trying to make themselves like they have some deep insight, man. But that's the foolishness of the world, and basically they're just deceiving themselves, like the scripture says. For the wisdom of this world is foolishness with Yahweh, for it is written, He taketh the wise in their own craftiness. So that's exactly what they're doing, man. By the words that are coming out the words that are coming out their mouth are the same words that are going to condemn them. And again, the Lord knows the thoughts of the wise, that they are vain. So it's worth shit. Therefore, let no man glory in men, for all things are yours. For let no man glory in men. So we don't glory in men. No, because we're all men. Our righteousness, all is filthy rags. You know, our glory is not of ourselves, man. We we don't think we anything just because we can break down these scriptures, or just because we can, just because the Lord allowed us to go on and on the highways and hedges. No, we owe all that glory to the Lord. You know, like the apostle made a video of, we're not celebrities. You know, but the thing about it, that's what these scoffers, they're trying to be celebrities. Therefore, they trying to make T-shirts and they posting this they posting memes and stuff on social media and trying to sell CDs and whatnot, man. All this foolishness. That's vanity. That's right there, it's right there. And again, the Lord knows the thoughts of the wise, that they are vain. Therefore, let no man glory in man, for all things are yours. With that being said, man, just a quick little lesson. See, scoffers and scorners, man, it's just, the Lord said they were going to be here in the last days, and they're going to increase. That's why, we got to be up on our game, man, to defend this gospel. The Lord put the Spirit upon us. And there's nothing that came out that hasn't been rebuked and refuted and basically debunked through the power and spirit of YAHAWAHSHI, man. That being said, that was just a quick lesson. Most High willing, it was hope it was edifying. If that one say Barakatah Yahawah, Barakatah YAHAWAHSHI, Barakatah Yahawah, Barakatah YAHAWAHSHI, Barakatah Yahawah, Barakatah YAHAWAHSHI. Shalom.